Welcome to the Heroes of the Tuduma Forest channel. My name is Deborah Pettit. I'm an author, teacher, world traveler, and cat trainer. I want to inspire girls to be people of courage and purpose. Hi, guys. Today I'm going to talk about Save the Cat Writes a Novel. But first, I have some news. I just ordered my author copy of The Heroes of the Tuduma Forest yesterday, and it should be here Tuesday. Remember, pre-ordering starts July 27th, so you have a little bit of time still, but this is my last editing of the book. You actually get it and you get to read it, and I get to read it, and it's pretty exciting. And then, of course, I'm sure there will be some mistakes. So we clean that up and we send it out again, and it's ready to go. Very excited. But let's look at this book. First, this book has been a great help to my own writing. However, there are parts that kind of lock you into a formula. Let me first discuss the strengths, though. If you have a hard time finding the purpose to your story, and well, if you want to sell your book, you need a purpose to your story. This book will give you a plan of action to figure out what the purpose is. It's great. When Save the Cat talks about the big picture ideas, I completely agree with the author's thoughts. I think stating the theme, of course, not right out, right? Like, you don't just say, I want to teach you about, no, but stating the theme in a nonchalant way, in a subtle way, is important. I agree that we need to set up our book and it need to show our hero's flaws, right? I love that a catalyst is right at the beginning and sends the hero into another world, making it impossible to go back to the hero's old life. I can't stand books that drone on and on about nothing for pages. Maybe that's why I enjoy kids' books. They're short, they're action-packed. However, I do want to go deeper with my story and character, right? So a reason I like Save the Cat Writes a Novel is because the authors focus on the purpose of the story and the change that the hero needs to make in order for it to be a good book. I like stories with morals, but it's more than just that. I want girls to be transformed by reading books with good characters doing heroic things. If we are the sum of the 5 people we hang out with the most, I just heard that quoted, then let's read a ton about heroes that stand for justice and kindness and joy in the midst of adversity. So, what didn't I like? Okay, I thought the debate beats might have come up a little too much. I think there were 3. I understand a novelist has 400 pages to write, right? A children's book author doesn't have to write that much, right? Have you ever watched a movie or a TV show and asked yourself why they're talking yet again, right? I find shows and movies do this a lot, and especially in sequels. You ever notice like later seasons, they don't have as much action, but they talk. And I'm just like, can't we have some action here? Yeah. I wonder if they maybe ran out of money. Maybe special effects money is kind of dwindling down, or maybe writers, screenwriters would maybe they ran out of ideas for epic scenes. I don't know. In my first draft of the Heroes of the Tuduma Forest, I noticed I didn't have much dialogue. I completely rewrote the book, adding dialogue where needed. Okay, you know what? I get some books don't have enough dialogue. But then when I wrote my next book, I noticed that I had too much dialogue and needed to adjust that. So, action, dialogue, internal dialogue, which are thoughts, right? This all has to be in sync. It has to be a delicate balance. And each movie, each book, it is going to be different. Um, but it's not like I can go, oh, okay, I just need a third of dialogue, I need a third of thoughts, and I need a third of action. No, it doesn't work that way, right? So, we have to find the balance in our writing to be able to go, this dialogue, maybe it should be turned into narrative, or this narrative could really be shortened by doing some internal dialogue. Another problem I had with Save the Cat is that there are 15 beats. Now, the beats are the main ways that they describe each of your parts of your story. So, like I said, there's a debate beat, all these different beats. And I feel like some of them are just too focused on the details of a book. One beat discusses the B story. This is the alternative world the character has to go to. It doesn't have to be a literal new world. I don't have a problem with this one, actually. I think it's important that the character be thrown into a new way of thinking to correct the flaws in the hero, right? The part of the beat I don't like is story B has to have a character that is representative of the new world and would stick out like a sore thumb in the Act 1 world. Well, I think it makes too much of a formula where there doesn't need to be a formula. For example, my story has a character from the beginning who becomes a mentor. The hero and mentor don't know each other well in Act 1 and are thrown into Act 2 when they don't really get along. And she doesn't stick out like a sore thumb in Act 1 because she lives there normally. But they both have to go to Act 2 world and have to be able to work together. And she does become a mentor of the hero. One of the main ideas of Save the Cat is that there isn't anything new under the sun, but you can write the same story in a fresh way. Well, I am glad that Steve Jobs didn't have that same notion, or I wouldn't be filming myself on a MacBook. I'm glad astronauts don't have that same view, right? I do think that we can come up with new stories, not just use an old story and make it fresh and new. Overall, though, I really enjoyed Save the Cat Writes a Novel, and I will be implementing a lot of their ideas in my own books. So now it's your turn to comment below. If you have read Save the Cat, tell me what you liked or disliked about it. Don't forget to hashtag the heroes of the Tuduma Forest on social media to be entered to win HTF stickers. Contest ends July 5th, so hurry. Until next week, dream of fairies and squirrels, and don't be afraid to dream up something new.